Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason put in a really nice appearance against the Texas Rangers, pitching 8 innings, allowing 6 hits and no runs, collecting 6 strikeouts for the win. So, we are just about done with the month of June, and you know what that means. It's about time for Jason to get traded again. I don't think that's going to happen for reasons that I explained in a previous video, but at the same time, gotta say, I'm always a little bit nervous when July comes around nowadays because Jason has been traded between, what is it now, 7 organizations, or at least 6 organizations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Pittsburgh to San Diego, San Diego to Miami, Miami to New York, Mets, the Mets to the Washington Nationals, and the Nationals to Boston. So, I mean, if the pattern holds, we'll be having at least one more, suitcase packing expedition this year. But we, very well may be able to hang on, depending on how up on Jason the Boston Red Sox are, which, considering Jason has given him 9 wins and 4 losses in 120.2 innings and, is worth 5 wins above replacement through 3 months of the season, I think they're going to be inclined to keep him. That's just me speaking, though. I guess we'll find out. Other thing that's coming up is the All-Star Game. So, take a look at the standings so far, and hey, check it out. Jason is back on top of the voting by about 30,000 votes now, or 40,000, excuse me. So, hopefully, if we continue to perform well, we'll get that starting position on the All-Star Game and make our first All-Star appearance ever. So, let's get at it. Bullpen day. What do we got? Hits per 9 seems good. K per 9 might be good. We are just about capped on slider break, though, so that might be the thing to do here. Yeah, I don't see anything else that is compelling me quite as much, so we'll go ahead and buff up our slider. Or rather, increase the ceiling on our slider.
Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill set.
Yep, Jason is very good so far, or has become very good, but there's still room for improvement. So let's see how he does. Okay, looks like Jason's next outing is going to be against the Oakland Athletics in our house. So Jason has faced off against the A's twice before, had a 2-0 record against them. Posted a 1.76 ERA so far with a 3.25 WOBA. So, liking the numbers so far, so I guess we will find out how Jason will do against him this time. Go out there and get it.
Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox will try to wrap up the 3-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Jason Parham, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Now the A's designated hitter, Dale Whiters, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Okay, first pitch of the game. As ever, I want to make it a good one, Jay. Let's do it. 2-seamer outside is the call. Guess we'll give it a try.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some this division.
Another one for Jay right there on the mound.
You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers
not bad.
And executing pitches down
2 pitches, 1 out.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He had 20 ribbies last month. That's RBIs. That's ribeye stakes. However you want to put it, he drove in 20 men. When you're doing that over the course of a month, that's some pretty consistent hitting.
So digging in now, Robbie Grossman. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Not sure who this guy is, honestly. Oof.
Ball's hit in the air down the right side.
Hung that slider and he punished it, but pulled it a little foul.
Nice afternoon, high skies and 77 degrees at game time.
One down here, fellas.
Yeah, not sure who this is. Based on the announcers, he's probably a real player. It's just I've never heard his name and I don't know who he is.
See the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Yeah, don't know.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
2 quick strikes and now the 0-2. And a fastball just below the
Played
knees,
mostly for the
ball 1.
Astros, the
Boy, it's hard to
Twins.
sit on an 0-2 fastball.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
Locked him up a bit, but lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Call is for a 2-seamer outside.
You can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Ready on 1 and 2. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
So that was late, so we'll give him another fast one. This time it'll be a cutter, high and inside.
Great
Swing and a miss.
He couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the
Get
second
off my
out.
plate.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Standing in, Roberto Garcia. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak.
Garcia.
It's not a hot streak so far. 10 for 26 is nothing to sneeze at.
Stay hot, baby.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Parham is currently the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the league, and quite deservedly so.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start the
2-0.
All-Star game right now.
Nothing doing
Just
so
underway
far.
here at Fenway Park.
Try a change up.
Down low.
Can't hit the zone with it, so
3-0.
now what?
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Okay.
Taking
Well, that's
all
3
the
and
way,
1.
It's 3-1 now.
Now the call's for another changeup, which I'm inclined to give him. I just want to avoid giving him a meatball.
Finds the zone.
Ooh,
to
that
fill
was
the
a
count,
meatball, but he
3-2.
didn't swing at it.
Oh, that's for sure going to be.
So I don't know
pitch
what
he
he's
wants
looking
back.
for.
You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
So I think now it's time for that Showtime slider. Down and away.
And
he taps it.
Here as this is
Finally swung at one.
home plate.
And he was early on it, so don't think this one's going to work. Swing and a miss.
And that ends the inning.
That was a little sketchy, but we got the swing and miss on it, so I'll take it.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
No one out now. No one out.
Okay, no score from Boston in the bottom of the first, so we'll carry on.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right here.
Here it comes.
Give him a meatball to start off.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Today's
He
contest
was
is, of course,
late on
finale
it.
of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep.
Clipped the
particularly in this
black,
day and age
but
where
the ump didn't
games
see
and
it that
teams are
way.
so competitive.
It's kind of a
So
shame.
a sweep at home would be extra special.
The 1-1
Trying inside changeup.
is an off-speed pitch taken.
Drops
for a
out of the
ball.
zone,
And it certainly helps
which is
when
what
you're
they're supposed
throwing
to
your
do.
ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card.
Okay,
you see
so
your
he
ace
was
pitcher is on the
early
mound.
on that one.
You have to feel awfully
Very
good about
much
your
so.
chances to complete the sweep.
Very, very much so. So let's go ahead and give him a changeup outside, I think. And that's a little tapper up the center. It's going to go for a hit.
So a good start to
Matt
the inning
Olson
for the A's as their leadoff hitter
gets
reaches
himself
base
on
safely.
base to start the second.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base.
Not much you can do about that.
Pitcher right there, you
It's
can't
the
get discouraged.
pitch I wanted. It was where I
When you
wanted
make
it.
A good pitch. The ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Another slow breaking
Come on,
ball.
Jay.
Misses down low.
What's the deal here?
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Don't be afraid of that zone. Okay, maybe be a little bit afraid of that zone.
History and coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Okay, 2-2. Call is an inside changeup.
Turn it. Come on now.
3 balls and
Ooh.
2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
Okay.
Maxwell
All
waits
right,
on
then.
deck. Olson on it first.
Well, I'm going to go then with the curveball inside.
Weak grounder back.
Come
to
on,
the
Jay.
mound.
Get him.
One there, but no real shot at 2.
Okay,
It's a
well,
safe,
we
easy
traded
lead
an
first.
out.
Definitely a risky
On that
and
fielder's
aggressive
choice.
play from the pitcher there, but he made it work
Still
out.
a man
They
on first, but
practice
now we
plays
got
like
one
that
out.
a lot in spring
Nice
training,
comebacker,
so
Jay.
It paid off this time.
Nice not getting hit in the head by one of those, I
Maxwell,
suppose.
as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Number 13, Drew Maxwell.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a zinger over to Sue Lin, I think it is.
In time, and just like
Yes,
that,
it is.
the
Sue
side is
Lin to
retired.
DJ
One
LeMahieu
hit
to
in the
Jose
inning with no one
Abreu.
left. We'll go
6
the
to
bottom
4 to
half of inning
3.
number 2.
Roll up the
And
double
we are
play.
tied 0-0.
Here we go, right now, fellas.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Okay, still nothing from the Red Sox after 2.
First pitch of the
Now's a bad
at-bat.
time for the bats to go quiet, guys.
Takes a knee-high
Could really use
fastball.
some run support here.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right
And
side.
little
Base
tiny
hit.
bloop over there to
Leadoff
right
single will be
field.
the start to their half of the third.
That'll be
Hey,
Randall
just a nice
Romero
piece
out
of
there
hit
and right.
there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Doesn't have to be fancy. It just needs to fall in.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, double play.
A little grounder over to DJ LeMahieu, Sue Lin,
3, and they
Jose
turn the
Abreu.
double play.
Another double play. Keeping him busy in the infield
Next up
today.
will be Franklin Barreto. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First pitch on its way. And a curveball.
Okay, man. Jay, what is up?
Third inning, no score to this point.
Hey, come on, guys.
Outside with the cut
Okay.
fastball there, and it's a
Kind of
two-ball
allergic
count.
to that zone today, looks like.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Fine, we'll just blow one past you, I suppose.
The count now at 2-1.
Center cut fastball, and he was late on it.
All right, one time right here.
Here's the 2-1 home.
Swing and a miss on one
a
on
ball
the
that
corner.
jammed him.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
So we'll try a cutter outside.
This one misses.
Can't
and
get him to
that'll fill
bite
the
on
count
it.
here,
That stinks.
3-2 with 2 away.
Well, it's been nothing but fastballs except for that first curve.
One time here.
Now
I'm
the
going to try a
3-2
change up
pitch
inside or center of the
is
plate.
swung
Swing and a
on and
miss.
He got him.
And that'll take him off the plate.
A's go quietly there. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready for another chance? Dale Whiters. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Still nothing after 3 innings. So going into the 4th, nothing.
Outs here.
Here's the
Try
first
a
pitch to him.
slider that's slightly
Down the
dangerous.
third baseline.
But
a
he was
foul
early
ball
on it.
here, 0-1.
Gentleman falling out of the stands to collect that foul ball.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
We
Into
request
the
that all
windup,
fans
here comes
remain
the
seated during the
0-1.
course of the game for
And
your
a
own
pitch in
safety.
third as he lays off. It's 1-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
DJ LeMahieu ranges over,
First
pulls it in.
Time, one gone here in the 4th.
Dale Whiters gone again.
Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors.
With a name like Barack Felder, that man is definitely a Hall of Famer. Call him up instantly. Right now, guys. Get him on the phone.
Standing in, Robbie Grossman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Come on, big guy. Get
First
your pitch,
pitch
buddy.
on its way.
What do you say?
Line toward right center.
Line shot to center field. That's going to
And
fall
that
before
finds him out to
Barney
grass. It's a base hit.
Seltzman
He'll
can
get
get
it
to
into
it.
second, but
And that's
he'll
going to be a
in
nice
there
little
with a
double for Mr. Robbie
Everyone knows
Grossman.
that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Nicely hit there from the rookie. Or excuse me, that Robbie Grossman is not a rookie by any stretch of the imagination. Please forgive me. I'm just confused because I've never seen his name or face. Pop fly, Jose Abreu ranging back to pull it in. And Grossman will remain there at second without challenging.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. A base hit in his first trip.
First baseman.
So I think slider first pitch perhaps.
Get ready.
First delivery to him on the way. That's popped up.
That's another jam
That's
shot
gonna
there.
fall. A base
Grossman's
hit.
going home.
Throw to the plate. The tag,
Nice
and
throw
he is
from
out
left
at the plate.
field.
So much
And that's
for our
Mr.
first
Mikey
run of the ball
Mautic
game.
with the
So
gun.
it's no runs on 2 base hits.
Throwing
No
out
errors, and
Robbie
1 man
Grossman
left
at
on base.
home.
To the
Thrown out on the
number
base
4
paths
we go.
like a
And we are
nincompoop.
tied 0-0. Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Steven Piscotty.
Still nothing after 4 innings.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Gonna start wondering who's gonna be
And that one just missed outside.
the hero for this one.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball in the corners of the zone
2-0.
all game long.
2-0 now. Here he comes on 2-0.
Steven Piscotty.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right.
Not that much to go
And
off of,
foul.
but he has not had great career success against Jason. He's got a 100 batting average with a single triple, so
The 2-1.
and he taps the curveball.
Again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
So now a little showtime, I think, inside fastball.
Fouled off.
Taps that one as well, and that one gets distributed up to the upper deck. It's rather nice of him. They don't usually get presents up there.
The 2-2 one more time. To short.
Little slider over there to Tsue Lin
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one
with a
away.
nice little grounder.
So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys are currently second in the AL in that department.
And Jason is in a dogfight to get top spot in the ERA
Here's the
charts again.
German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
He's only about 10 or so strikeouts behind Shohei Ohtani in the leaderboard for that.
To his left. Throw in time
One
at
pitch,
first
one
for
out,
number 2.
grounder, Tsue Lin.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside
And
corner
that's
that
Bruce
time,
Maxwell
and
gone
that's
and
what
2
you'll
away
get a
in the
lot
top of
with
the
that
fifth.
pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now at the plate, Chad Pinder.
Now batting.
Call us for a curveball.
Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Ump has a really tight zone today, it feels like. I'm not getting a lot of success on the black.
Come on, guys. Right here.
Count now, a ball and a
Okay, he
strike.
was late on the cutter. So we'll give him a tight two-seamer.
A short
Swing and a
shot
miss
behind
on
with
that
a
guy
1-2
at
count.
96.
I mean, you're
Way,
looking at the dugout right now, you
way
see
early
steam
on it.
coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
Try a change-up.
Very weakly on the ground.
Taps it
but that
at
one
the
rolls
plate.
foul. No runs,
And that
4
was
hits,
early
and
as
no
well.
errors
So
in the
we'll go with a nice little showtime slider and see if we can't get him swinging at that one. Yes, we can. And now he's late on that one, so let's go high, tight, and fast again.
The 1-2.
And that one is going to slip right on past Tsue Lin, get into left field.
That's
Now we
big
got a man
enough
on
right there
first
for
with 2
the
outs.
He had seen it. You're walking
Chad
to the
Pinder
plate,
2
you
for
know
2
your average
today.
Dipped below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
Hey, come on now. Let's go.
The left fielder, number 11.
Into the box, Dustin Fowler, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, see it. Rip it. Here you go.
Taps the circle change. I'm sure one of the things that a major league scout would look at and frown about Jason about is the fact that he doesn't get that many swinging strikes,
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pick.
which I
Tried to get
think,
him to go after
depending
one
on
below the knees,
their
but it's 1-2.
philosophy, would say
Those
to them that
0-2
he's
curveballs
doesn't
are
have very
really
good
tough for
stuff. He
guys
doesn't
to
have
lay
very
off.
good
There's a
deception in
reason
his
it's such a
motion,
common pitch
and he
in that
doesn't have a
count,
lot of
but
movement
he
on
did
his
well to
pitches.
spit on it
So
there.
Here's the 1-2.
these batters are able to see
Hopped up.
where the ball is coming from, where it's going to, and where to swing to be able to knock it into
One left
the
for Oakland.
upper deck.
Still no score.
The fact that he has good results despite all that should be a pretty good indication that he has got some kind of deception going on, because if he were just throwing meatballs, they'd be putting it into the upper deck every time.
Put the ball in play here.
But the fact that he doesn't get a lot of swinging strikes is a concern.
Here's the first
And it
pitch to him.
suggests, I would think it would suggest to
Hit in
people
the
that
air down the right field line. Moving under
he
it,
might not
Romero
have much of a
looks
future
it
in
into
the
his
game if he
glove,
can't get
and
people
there's one
swinging
gone.
and missing at his stuff. Meanwhile, Franklin Barreto, 1 pitch, 1 out, fly out to right field.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Dale Whiters. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch
Try another
coming, here
fastball
it is.
inside.
Takes a knee-high
Catches the
fastball.
zone finally. Try another change up.
Grounded down the third
Over to
base
Rafael
line.
Devers, who gets it over quickly
And the sixth
to
inning
Jose
is
Abreu,
progressing
and that's
quickly
another
here. Now
out.
2 away.
Now we're back to Robert Grossman. Robbie
Here's
Grossman. Robert
1
Grossman.
for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Robbie Grossman.
Lead off with a changeup is the call.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good changeup that time.
Yeah,
but he
no
wasn't tight on it.
mercy from this ump today.
This is line to left.
Line shot to left
Mato is there,
field.
and they breeze
Still
through
Mikey
this half
Matuk
inning
out
as
there.
the side is retired.
And that'll end the inning.
2-3 go the A's. We are still scoreless.
Not that I mind having a short game like this, but would much rather have some points on the board, some runs.
Roberto Garcia. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And he gets
Okay,
ahead
finally
0-1.
get one on the black that gets
To me,
called
getting
for a
ahead
strike.
0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am
Swing and a
allowed the
miss on that
opportunity
slider
to sit on
outside.
something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
So, good timing on that slider, so it's time to change it up a little bit.
Let's go, baby.
Going to go outside on this changeup and see if he will chase it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
He will
Off-speed
not,
pitch
in
the
point of
dirt
fact.
as He takes it for a ball.
Hey, let her fly right here.
So, high inside fastball.
Still 1-2.
Makes contact, but he pulls it. Drift and foul.
Now another
Try that
1-2.
curveball outside corner. Haven't thrown a lot of those.
Slow breaking.
Holds up
Misses down
just in
low.
time.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be
Good
punished.
spot.
Didn't get him to go
Good
after it,
pitch.
but the
Almost got a swing
execution
on
was
it.
Nice.
Looking to punch him out again.
So-
Pitch. Hit in the air out to left field.
Clobbered to left field, but it's just a harmless little pop out.
And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Okay, what do we got? Well, aside from some careless base running from Robbie Grossman earlier, we very well may have a different score on the board.
First
Because
offering on
Matt
its way.
Olson gave him the opportunity to get
slider.
on getting scoring
Right here,
position.
He's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the
Actually, he
power.
was in scoring position, but he just was not able to
Ball and a strike.
get
No runs,
get
5
get
hits, and no errors
get to
in
the
ballgame
plate.
for the A's so far.
Try Stretch curveball.
2-1
Twitches
to the
at
A's
it, but
first
doesn't
baseman.
swing. So now it's 2-1. He had good timing on that one, so I don't know if I care to throw him the same thing twice. Let's go for an outside part of the plate cutter.
Now the 2-1 pitch
See what happens.
is in there
Ooh.
for the second strike.
Right on the black. And the ump does give me that one.
Yeah, one pitch right here. Come on now.
How about Showtime, change up, outside corner. Can you make something about this one? Yeah, you can, kind of. Well, how about for giggles, and because we got plenty of Showtime left, give him the Ant Special, high inside curveball. Nice little pop-up.
LeMahieu has a play. I got it. Ball. 2 down.
You know you love it.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven.
Into the box now.
I try not to throw that pitch any more than I have to because, like I've been telling you guys, it's no good to hang a curveball like that. But, you know, there is a pitch known as the ephus, which is basically just this long, looping, high ball that you lob up, more or less. And it just happens to fall through the strike zone, if you do it right, right on top of the batter.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
So I'm going to go off the plate with this one. I'm actually going to go off the plate a little bit high and in.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
And I'm not intending to hit him, but if I...
And a neck-high fastball that time.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in
Well,
the dirt right
good eyes on it, but he didn't even flinch at it, so that didn't quite have the effect I was hoping for.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go.
Swing and a miss on the curveball, and that'll put him away.
Nothing across
So
here
7
this
good
half of the
innings.
inning. They'll
No
get up
runs
and stretch
across.
here at Fenway, and we still have
But the
no
Red
score.
Sox are still behind in this one.
Leading off the inning, Bruce Maxwell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
So, Boston finally gets a couple runs across, and now we got 6 outs to go.
Lead into this one, a perfect time for this leadoff guy.
Don't know if we're going to be left in long enough to get the shutout.
To the left side. Both Sox maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a
Long
great
shot to center
you're playing
field
good
for
baseball.
Bruce
You're
Maxwell.
going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
So they're going to leave Jason in with that
Is to
one.
pass the baton on the offensive side and give yourself a chance to get the tying run to the plate late in the game. That's exactly
They
what
are.
happened here.
So with Dustin Fowler at the plate, Bruce Maxwell on first, no outs, and Boston up 2-0. They're asking Jason to stay out here and continue to pitch.
Foul territory. Last time through was
Speaks
a
to some
base hit.
confidence on the part of the Boston management. But you got to wonder what happens if they leave Jason out here one pitch too far.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's
2
chopped
curveballs
foul
pretty
right
much
at
in the
home
same
plate.
spot.
Hey, Graveman, nobody better right now.
So how about slider away?
Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there.
The 0-2 home. Ground ball left
That
side.
one gets out into
And
right
that'll be
field,
another
and now we
base
got
hit
men
as
on
it's
first and
through the
second.
left. So it's 2 straight knocks to start the 8th.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment.
Sorry, that was not Dustin
This guy
Fowler.
came
That
into
was
the
Chad
game
Pinder,
ice
who's now
cold,
3
but
for
after
3 on the
knocks,
day.
To give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
And that's going to do it for Jason. So with men on first and second, he's on the hook
And he's
to
gonna motion
tie
for
it,
the
but he
bullpen,
won't
as
give
that'll
up
be
the
all
victory.
for
He
his
won't
starter
take the
this
loss.
afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score.
Well, we got Tony Zitch coming out, or Travis Monta, looks
So with
like.
a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
And after 21 outs, gotta think Jason put in a pretty good outing today, but I guess we'll find out if we can hang on to it. Survey says.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
A 2-0 finish today. The Red Sox with their 50th team win.
Well, it was a little bit shorter for Jason, but he still came out here and did his job. He pitched for 7 innings, allowing 7 hits, but no runs. Collected 4 strikeouts and collected the win. Jason has gone to 10-4 on the season. He is now 38-30 in his career. His ERA is down to 2.04. His FIP remains at 2.13, and his xFIP is at 2.71. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.